guys, welcome back to another video. This is actually going to be week 4, the final reading vlog for July of my Gear Up readathon I'm doing. If you don't know what this is, you should definitely go watch the first 2 because it's just fun to see like all my reading progress. At least I think it would be. Like I love when people do like month-long readathons or week-long readathons and I watch like their daily or weekly vlogs and like see their like reading progress like throughout their time that they've spent doing it. So you should definitely go watch those. But if you're just clicking on this one and you just want to watch this for whatever reason, hello, welcome. This is the last week of this readathon where I've been reading based on prompts that are part of the magical readathon. I kind of created like a version of this for myself. Definitely go check out my first week's reading vlog or my July TBR because I explain it a bit more. But yeah, I'm super excited to start this week. Obviously life is still busy, life is still crazy. I feel like I say that in every video, so you know, nothing new, nothing's really changed. But I'm so happy because I don't work that much this week, and actually I already have my work week halfway done. I work today, which is Tuesday, and then I work on Saturday. So for the rest of the week, I'm kind of just chilling. Obviously I have things to do, like I'll be actually building a new bookshelf tomorrow, and this is my gaming chair. This big box is my new desk chair. So I'm super excited to build those. My boyfriend's coming over tomorrow and he's gonna help me with that. And I'll definitely be filming that. It's actually gonna be its own video, so definitely watch out for that if it's not up already. I'm not sure when it will be up. Super excited to do that tomorrow, but I wanted to start with, of course, a reading update. I always start with my reading updates. Rolling over from last week, I'm still in the middle of Heavenly Bodies by Amani Eriu, and I'm actually up to chapter 24, which is page 243. So last week I made the goal to get up to halfway through, and I pretty much am, but I still have not made it to the checkpoint that I set, which is chapter 28. So unfortunately I didn't reach that goal, but my goal for this week is to just get as far as possible into this. I don't really want to say I will finish it, because I feel like with everything I have planned and like things that I have yet to plan, you know, I don't really want to set that goal and then disappoint myself. So, you know, we're just gonna aim to get as far as possible. Obviously, if I do finish it, that's wonderful. I would love to finish it before July ends. That way I go into August and I can have like a fresh TBR. But either way, as far as I get into this, I'll be happy. So far, I'm really enjoying this still. I'm super invested in the plot and the characters, and we just had this really dramatic scene. It's really going crazy right now. So hopefully our main character is okay. Also still reading Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen. I did pick this up on audiobook. I was gonna read it physically, but then I decided to switch formats, and I'm not really sure how far I am. Let me check. Okay, I've listened to about 12% of this so far, so not that much. And so far, my thoughts on this is that it's just kind of okay. I'm not really super invested. I don't really care too much about what's going on, but I also am kind of intrigued to see where the plot is gonna go, because our main character is set to join this engineers guild to try and solve the murder of her father. So she has to like travel to different countries, different islands in this world, and there's like kind of this mystery going on with her father's notes, and she just ran into, I think it's the son of a commander or something, this really important person, and she is traveling with him, but she's posed as a boy. So it's kind of an interesting concept, and I'm excited to keep listening. I really like the narrator. I'm kind of just not really like that into it. Like, not that it's bad, it is a very like good story, and I think it has an interesting premise. I'm just not super hooked yet. Also, I still have not read the last chapter of The Fellowship of the Ring. I'm honestly very disappointed in myself for this, but I have nothing to do for the rest of the night, so I think I just might force myself to read this because I want to cross it off. I want to complete it. I've loved it. I'm ready to be officially done, you know? Those are all the books I'm technically currently reading, but I have a whole bunch of holds on a Libby app and books, like actual books from the library that I'll be getting soon. So I want to go through those and talk about like potential reads. The one I'm most excited for is Saga Volume 6. If you saw my last video, I read Saga Volumes 1 through 5 and I loved each and every one of them. They're such good graphic novels. They're amazing. If you don't know, it's a sci-fi graphic novel series, and it follows these two lovers, like parents from enemy warring planets, And basically what happens is they have a child, and it's kind of just like a dangerous game. Like they have to hide their child, and there's so many people out to get this kid and their parents, because it's not like a good look if these two enemy planets have two citizens that have fallen in love. Like that is kind of not good for the agenda that these like important people are trying to push. So there's a whole bunch of found family, there's a whole bunch of drama, and all the characters are just so cool and so interesting, and I care about each of them, but I also hate each of them. Like it doesn't really make sense, but I'm just loving the series so far. So volume 6 is definitely a contender. And then I also have this manga called Frieren. I have volume 1 of that, and it's just gonna be a quick read. I'm kind of just interested to see what I think of it, because I haven't really heard anyone talk about this, and it's just a cute little manga series, and I'd love to just, you know, read something cute. And then I also have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore downloaded. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this if you are familiar with like the book world or like book talk. I'm not on TikTok, but I had heard about this book and I was interested in it because it is fall themed, and I love fall. I love Halloween. It's like my favorite holiday, my favorite season. And obviously pumpkin spice, like what can get better than a pumpkin spice cafe? So I'm kind of intrigued to see what I think. I'm hoping there's a lot of fall vibes, and like it's very atmospheric. I don't think it'll be the best written thing ever, but I'm interested to see what I think. I know people have said it's just really like spicy, like it's just a lot of that kind of stuff, which isn't really my favorite thing, but I don't know. I'm just hoping for fall vibes. That's all I really want, because I'm very much in the mood for fall, but it's only July, so I need to like calm my urges. Those are all the reading plans I have as just like a preface for this video. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get to reading. I'm really excited to set up my bookshelf tomorrow. I'm like just thinking about that nonstop. I cannot wait.
All right, what's step 1?
Step 1 is to get these 3 and that long one and all the little long thingies. Look at us! Yay! Hey everybody, it's been quite a bit since I've updated. I honestly cannot remember the last time I did because I've been so busy, but it's been all good things and I'm so excited to give you all the updates I have. I have so many updates. If you can't tell, I have my new bookshelf. I'm falling. I have not yet set it up because I have been all over the place, but I'm so excited to do that. I'm gonna do it Sunday, which is in 2 days, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited to organize it. I'm just gonna completely take everything off my shelves and just completely redo everything because I'm planning to just like have display shelves and like fix books in there, and it's just gonna be like my dream bookshelves. And I'm so excited to get it done. Right now I just have one book on there, which is a book from the library that I have yet to read. But yeah, I'm so excited to set this up, and I'm planning to order like some more lights like that so I can make it go all around my bookshelves. The other update is that I also now have a chair that I can sit in so that way I don't have to sit on the floor. I think I like this setup more, honestly. Like, it's definitely comfier. Like, I can sit in my chair and just relax and not have to be sitting on the like cold hard ground. But you know, I'll probably switch it up from time to time still. Apologies that this vlog is kind of sparse with updates and just sparse in general. I've just been so busy, I haven't been reading that much, which is really sad because this is the last week of the readathon and my goal was to just, you know, wrap up my loose ends, you know, finish making a lot of progress, hopefully finish another couple books. But I will get to that on where I am with my reading in just a couple minutes. So, you've seen some footage, you've seen where I've been these past couple of days. Obviously, we built the bookshelves, we built the chair, there's a couple clips you just saw, and I also spent some time with my cousin. She lives a little bit away from me, so I went and stayed the night there, and we did a lot of fun stuff together, so you saw those clips as well. That was so much fun, and I'm just really glad I got to spend time with her, and it was just so great. I just had such a great couple days, and I'm really sad it's over, but it was a lot of fun. We actually did that thing where you like start painting and you paint for 5 minutes and then you switch canvases. So she let me take a couple. Well, I kind of took the ones I did, and then she let me, anyways, let me show you them. So this is the first one we did. It's the one I started, and then I can't remember who finished it, but we both worked on this, and it is super cute. Like, I feel like such an artist. Like, I never really do like painting anymore. I used to all the time, but now I really want to again because this is so cute, and I want to make more art. Like, I just love it as like a hobby. Then I also started this one, but she added a lot of the details. It's like a ghost and a pumpkin, and I think I'm gonna go back and like add some more stuff in this white space. Maybe just like more swirly thingies, because it's super cute for Halloween and even just for like year round. Like, I love this little ghosty guy. The one she started, it kind of needs some touching up. Like, I feel like I could enhance it a lot more, but it kind of looks like an old-timey book cover, like one of the Grimm brothers, or just like a Penguin Classic or something. Think it's super cute. So the next thing is also super exciting, and probably the thing I'm most excited about because it is an unboxing and I know what this is, and I've been waiting for this for so long, and I'm so excited. Like, I don't think you're ready, because if you've watched my most anticipated releases video and a couple other of my videos, you would have heard me talk about how excited I am for this book. And there's a story to go along with it, because I've been so excited about this book for so long. I follow the author on Instagram forever and seen her writing progress, her writing journey, and I've always wanted to read her book when she had self-published it, but I never did. I never like bought it. I never got the chance to. Then she got a traditional book deal, like with a publisher, and it's now being traditionally published in September. And I have been waiting for so long to read this just in general, but also this brand new, like, even better version. And I was like, I would love to have an arc of this. Like, how cool would that be? But I was like, I don't think I'll get it, you know? But I was like, you know, I'm so pumped for this book. I've been thinking about it ever since I have known about it. What are the odds of me just emailing the publisher and just like requesting an arc? And I emailed them, and I really was not confident that I'd get a response back. I was like, surely this is just a shot in the dark. They emailed me back, and they were like, yes, what's your address? And I was like, let's freaking go. I was so excited, immediately responded. I was like, thank you so much, like I'm looking forward to it. And it was just such a win. And so it's been a couple weeks since that, and I was kind of feeling discouraged. I was like, oh, maybe I'm not actually getting it, like, you know, it just was taking so long. I was like, oh, when's it gonna get here? So, because I'm so excited, I'm gonna try not to squeal too much, but it arrived when I got home. I kind of just got home a little while ago, but it was here when I got back. I'm so excited. I honestly don't think I'm ready to open this, but I also am. The reason I don't think I'm ready to open this is because I will want to drop my entire TBR. Like all of the books I'm reading, I will want to completely ignore them and just read this right away. And that's not very good because I'm halfway through Heavenly Bodies still. I have a bunch of graphic novels and stuff lined up that I want to read. I'm in the middle of 2 audiobooks, probably gonna DNF one, and then I have library holds coming. So this is not good timing, but like I don't care because I know I'm gonna love this and I'm just so freaking pumped. So without further ado, let's open this. Oh my gosh, this is unreal. This is my first ever ARC that I've like requested, like physical ARC that I've requested and gotten sent to me in the mail. All the other ones I've received are from Goodreads giveaways or like on NetGalley, and I'm really bad about reading NetGalley ones. So to have like a physical ARC sent to me is kind of crazy. Like that is a dream come true. Anyways, okay. Satisfying. I don't think I'm ready. I'm so dramatic. Oh my goodness. Here it is. Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I cannot believe I'm holding this. I cannot believe I'm holding this. I cannot believe this is real. This is so floppy. Look at this. It's beautiful. This is beautiful. And I've already pre-ordered this book. Imagine how beautiful it's gonna look next to the finished like hardcover copy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. I am so freaking pumped right now. Okay, do I start reading this tonight? I don't need to. I don't need to. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't say too much about what this is because it's not out. Basically, it follows this princess named Elowen, and she is basically like ripped away from her kingdom, and she also has these dragons that she's separated from, and it's basically a story of her getting those back. So fascinating. Like, I am so ready to get into this world. I can't believe I'm holding this right now. I have been so excited for this, as you all have heard me talk about. Okay, now that I've had my fangirl moment, I'm actually going to get into my reading update, which is not very big, so please do not get your hopes up. But I have read a little bit, and I have a lot of like updates with like all my current reads and like where I'm gonna go for the rest of this month because I don't have that much time left. The main book I'm reading is Heavenly Bodies by Imani Ariu. I'm still just about halfway through this. I haven't really made that much progress since I last updated, which is really sad, but like I said, I've been quite busy. I'm planning to continue this tonight and tomorrow, and honestly my goal is to just at least finish this before the end of the month, if not anything else. That is my one goal, is to finish this before the end of the month. I would just love to get this out of the way before August starts because I want to read so many books during August. I'm excited for a lot of books for August, so I just don't want this to be like still a priority, still something I have to read when that starts. I just kind of want to get it over with, not because I'm not enjoying it. I'm actually loving this. It just feels like a little bit slow right now. Like I feel like there's been a lot that's happened and I'm still only this far. That's my only critique, really. It's not that it's like, you know, slow pace necessarily. It's just I feel like there's been a lot of stuff happening for me to only be this far. Okay, and then the other book I was reading is Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen, and I decided to pick that up on audiobook. However, I am kind of on the verge of DNFing, not because it's bad, I'm just not really that interested in it, and I don't really want to waste my time reading it because there's so many other books that I want to read right now, one being this. So I think I'm gonna put that down, which is really sad because that was on my TBR for the Gear Up Readathon, and I just, I thought I'd really be into it, but it's just kind of not really what I thought it would be. But I also haven't gotten that far into it, so I feel like I should maybe give it more of a chance before I quit it. But I'm also just like not really vibing with it. Like it's just not really what I want right now. I think I might still keep it on my shelf, maybe, just in case I do want to pick it up, but it's just not really a priority for me right now. It's just, I did also read that first manga volume called Frieren that I mentioned. I finished that the other day and I ended up giving it just 3 stars. I just thought it was okay. It wasn't really anything crazy. I know I had said I was hoping for it to be like a new favorite series, something I could just really get into and like read and just be really obsessed with, but the first volume was just kind of like okay. Like there was nothing crazy that hooked me, nothing really intense happened, and it was cute. Like I liked the story and I really liked the characters, but it wasn't something I see myself being like really obsessed with. So it's just a 3-star. I'm probably not going to continue that, but I'm still glad I read it. And I did start a new audiobook because my hold for this came in, and I've been on hold for this, I swear, since like March. It's called The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt, and it's a nonfiction book. It's about like social media, cell phones, how it's affecting like childhood and Gen Z in particular. Super interesting so far. I've only listened to about 13%, but it is really, really good. I'm really enjoying it, and typically I don't really like nonfiction books. But if I do like read them, obviously it's going to be audiobook. I just like hearing the information more than like reading it. It's just more digestible for me that way. But so far I'm really liking it. I think it's really well written and well spoken, I guess. And I feel like the data that's presented, sometimes it can feel just like too textbooky, but this feels really, really well done. And so far I'm really liking it. So I'm excited to continue that. And I did say I was starting The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I did read a little bit into this, but not that much. And I was, liking it. It was cute so far, but I wasn't like hooked right away. And I do still see myself reading that, but I think I'm just gonna put that down. Not like DNF as like, didn't finish, because really I just read 1 chapter. But probably just like stop reading it, and then maybe once it's fall time I'll pick it back up. Because I was looking for those fall vibes, but now I'm just like, maybe it's just not the right time. I just have so many other books that have come on my radar that I'm kind of just gonna, send it to the back. And the books I got from the library are The Cat Who Saved Books by Sosuke Natsukawa. I butchered that. But this is just a short, cute little book about basically a cat who saves books, saves a bookstore, and I don't know, I've heard a lot of good things about this, and it's super short and just like, cute, easy, I hope. So maybe I can just read this for a day if I have a chill day coming up soon. I just thought it'd be really fun. And the last book I have to talk about is Powerless by Elsie Silver. I picked this up from the library because my hold came in and I'd like to start this soon. I really don't think I'll be prioritizing it that much, especially in like the rest of July. I think it's going to be more of like an August read, but I'm super excited to start this. I wasn't really too sure about how I feel about this just because it follows a character other than one of the Eaton brothers. If you don't know, the Chestnut Springs series follows these brothers who live on this ranch called Chestnut Springs, and each book follows a different brother. This one follows their like childhood best friend who's a hockey player, and I don't remember like what the setup is, but I think it follows, is she a ballerina? I might be making that up, but anyways, it sounds really cute still. I just wasn't really like super sure how I'd feel about it, but I still really think I'm gonna like this, and I love the like purple cover of this. I love how each cover is like a different color. So cute. Those are all the books that I've had to talk about. I have a lot of reading to do. Sadly, I work tomorrow, but really I'm just planning to read as much as possible in all my downtime I have, just like after work and stuff like that. And then Sunday, obviously I'll do my bookshelf, but yeah, I should probably get reading, so I think I'm going to unpack, put my clothes away, get ready for bed, and then just lay in bed and just read as much as I possibly can until I can't anymore. Okay, so that was kind of silly. Okay, so I just finished with all my bookshelves and, you know, my room and stuff like that, and I finished filming my bookshelf video, so I need to do some cleanup before I start getting ready to go to my grandma's, and I also have to pack because I'm going to my boyfriend's after my grandma's, so I have a lot to do. I really haven't read it all today. I did finish, actually I have an update, and now I don't know where anything is on my shelves. I did finally finish The Fellowship of the Ring this morning. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I want to be done with this. I'm sick of having it like on my nightstand and stuff. So I just forced myself to read the final chapter. And it was very good. I did kind of fall asleep a little bit just because I was still like waking up. I hadn't had like coffee or anything yet. But it was really nice to just like lay in bed and finally finish a book. It felt really good. So it really doesn't feel like I finished a book today because I just read one chapter and I was done. But it still feels like, you know, really nice to have completed that. So very happy about that. To reading plans, I don't know how much reading I'll be doing. I should still finish Heavenly Bodies by the end of the month. We still have a couple days left and I'm halfway through still, but this is just a really big book. Like there's so much going on, but I feel like I said this in my other clip. It's really, really good. The story is great. I'm loving how the plot is progressing and everything that's happening. But it feels like there's so many chapters that I feel like we could just, you know, make it smaller. Not that having it this big is bad. It just feels like, not the pacing. I don't know how to explain this, but it just feels like I've been reading this for ages. And maybe I have, but I feel like I'll read 4 chapters and it'll still be in the same space. That's not like a really heavy critique, like that doesn't change how I feel about this. I'm still absolutely obsessed with it. I'm just kind of ready to get going with it. I feel like we've read this much and I haven't really gotten there. Enough talking, I'm actually going to clean up now and get my life together. Hey guys, it's actually August 3rd right now, and I know I said I would, you know, be done with this at the end of July, but I am actually still reading Heavenly Bodies, but I'm so close to being done. I have been setting myself like 50-page intervals just to help me make progress because I felt like I was dragging a little bit when I was halfway, and now I have this much left. I think it's just a little over 100 pages. It's so good. It's building up to something crazy, and I know it's gonna happen. I'm just not ready for it. So I'm really excited to finish that, but also really nervous, but I'm super pumped to move on to the other books on my TBR for August. I don't really know if I'll be weekly vlogging. Life has been out of whack, and like I feel like I can't keep anything straight in my brain except for this. Like this has definitely been my escape the past couple days, and it's been so fun. I went to the pool with my friend a couple days ago and it was so nice. We just like swam, we tanned together, and we read together, and it was great. It was a really good time. But I'm ready to move on to the other books. So I'm really trying to finish this, but I'm still having such a great time. So I wanted to update on that. I'll definitely update when I finish that, but this is probably nearing the end of this video just because I really hoped I could have finished this in July. Unfortunately I didn't, but since it's so early in August, I'm probably just gonna count it as a July read, even though technically I will finish it in August because I read the majority of it in July. I just read it way slower than I thought I would, and that's okay. Hey everybody, I have some exciting news, and that is that I finally finished Heavenly Bodies by Amani Eriu. I finished it last night. I just powered through and read the rest of it, and I am so impressed with this book. Really, I didn't really know what to expect because it was an indie published romantasy book, and I had followed the author on Instagram for a while, but you know, it didn't have like much like presence like in bookstores or just like anywhere other than social media. And I know not to trust books on social media because I've had bad experiences with them, and I just don't really trust recommendations from people. But I think it was since I followed the author, I trusted her because the stuff she'd post and her writing updates and just like everything about the story sounded so good. And so I gave it a shot, and I'm so glad I did because this was 5 stars. And I'm so surprised and I'm so happy that I have another 5-star read this year and another favorite book. And yeah, I'm just very pleased with this book. I highly recommend it if you like romantasy, especially if you like the ACOTAR series. It's not exactly like it. In fact, it's like completely different, but sometimes like there were scenes that reminded me a lot of Feyre and Rhys with the two main characters in this, and it was just so good. And I am actually really sad because although, I mean, well, okay, I'm happy because the author is getting traditionally published. So the re-release version of Heavenly Bodies is coming out, I think, in November. And I honestly might like reread it, like the new version of this, because I'd love to see like what they changed. But especially because when the sequel comes out, the republished sequel, which is in like 2025, I have to wait that long just to read the sequel. So I'm really sad about that, but I'd love to reread this, like the new version, just to see like what changed and like be prepared for when the next book comes out. The next book is called Fallen Stars, and I'm really sad that just like with the timing that I read this right now, I wish I would have read it a little while ago so that way I could have bought the second self-published book and like read that, and then when they re-released it, I could have like read it all over again, if that makes sense. But now I have to wait like double as long to read the sequel, and I'm kind of sad because hello, what is going to happen? Like, anyways, I love the characters, I love the world in this, and I definitely still think this could have been 2 books if like it was plotted right and just like things were switched around, because this was long and I struggled to get through this at some points, not because it was bad, I know I've said that a lot, but just because it was so long and I felt like there were so many filler scenes, which like I don't really mind filler scenes, but there were so many of them. I did like every one, but it felt like there were so many of them that the actual plot, like if you took away a bunch of filler and you just had the straight plot, it would be like half, like not even half almost of this size from I guess what I remember. So that's the only criticism I have, is that it's just so long. It could have been 2 books, but it's still a 5-star. Like I still loved it. It didn't really affect how I felt about it. So I'm very happy to have finished this. And I'm also finally happy to be finished with this vlog. It's technically my Gear Up week 4 vlog, and it's like probably almost 2 weeks after the week has ended. So I'm kind of behind, but that's okay. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching throughout July, like all the videos I've been having. I really hope to have some more up before I start school, because I know I'll be inevitably very busy. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.